Welcome back to the exploration of music education for the visually impaired student. In this video, we'll explore the significance of music theory as a foundation for musical understanding, the obstacles faced by the visually impaired students in mastering it, and the accommodations we can make to overcome those obstacles. Music theory serves as the foundation of musical comprehension, providing the framework for musicians to interpret and create music. However, for the visually impaired student, traditional visual cues present significant barriers when attempting to read and understand music. Let's uncover more about these challenges and discover strategies to overcome them. Sheet music is intricately designed with visual notations that convey essential information about pitch, rhythm, and dynamics through symbols and patterns. Deciphering these symbols and patterns on traditional sheet music can prove to be difficult when you are visually impaired. Music theory, however, can span beyond the visual realm and can be taught through alternative methods, including tactile and auditory processing. For the visually impaired student, accessing sheet music often requires specialized tools such as Braille music notation or audio recordings. Even with the utilization of these resources, learning music can still be challenging, as intricate details for the music such as complex voicing and difficult rhythms can be difficult to discern auditorily. Traditional music theory instruction often relies heavily on visual aids, such as diagrams and notation examples, making it inaccessible to those with a visual impairment. As a result, there is a need for more inclusive approaches to music education that consider the diverse needs of all learners, including those with visual impairments. This may involve the development of tactile teaching materials, accessible digital resources, and inclusive instructional strategies that accommodate various learning styles and abilities. There are a plethora of innovative strategies and accommodations a teacher can use to empower visually impaired students while learning music theory in the music classroom. By employing accessible materials and other accommodations, we can pave the way for student success. Assistive technologies have revolutionized the way the visually impaired student can engage with music education. There is specialized hardware and software designed to help visually impaired students integrate into the traditional classroom. Let's take a look at some assistive technologies that we can employ to help teach students music theory. Video magnifiers can be employed in the classroom as a way of enlarging content either on paper or for larger presentations via a monitor or projector. Users can adjust magnification levels, contrast, and color settings to suit their preferences and needs. Screen reading software is a great option for digesting large amounts of curriculum. With this kind of software, text is inputted and translated into an audio file the student can listen to. This would be beneficial for students who are learning from a textbook or other large documents. An example of an effective screen reading software is Lime Aloud, produced by Dancing Dogs. This software allows you to input sheet music and then control the speed of playback for an individual piece of music. This helps with students needing to memorize music, or in the music theory classroom can help teach oral skills to students. The usage of Braille displays as a tactical output device for teaching music theory is a sound idea and has many merits, but also presents some problems. Most of the common Braille displays found in school systems have 16 to 32 Braille cells only. That means that the student can only process up to 32 characters at a time. When trying to process larger amounts of information such as textbooks, this isn't sustainable. A solution could be to emboss larger amounts of information on pieces of paper using an embosser or Braille writer. This would make the curriculum more accessible for the visually impaired student. In addition to these tools, tactile diagrams and Braille music notation play a crucial role in making music accessible to visually impaired learners. Tactile diagrams represent musical concepts such as pitch, rhythm, and form through raised textures and patterns, allowing users to explore and interpret musical structures through touch. Tactile diagrams can also provide the shapes of objects to help students understand its shape as it is seen, not in Braille. You can provide tactile diagrams by embossing them onto sheets of cardstock. There is also hardware available, such as the Monarch produced by Humanware, that can quickly display tactile diagrams to help the visually impaired student. Similarly, Braille music notation provides a standardized system of representing musical symbols and notation conventions in a tactile format, enabling visually impaired musicians to read and perform musical scores independently. This is an excellent resource for students to begin to digest music theory curriculum. Concepts such as pitch, music notation, dynamics, and rhythm can be represented with Braille music code. By leveraging these tools, visually impaired students can actively participate in music composition, notation, and analysis, empowering them to express their creativity and develop their musical skills. Embracing innovative strategies and leveraging assistive technologies can help music educators create inclusive learning environments where visually impaired students can thrive and fulfill their musical potential. While there are numerous challenges in teaching music theory to the visually impaired student, there are also a wide variety of innovative strategies and accommodations available to help students overcome those challenges. By recognizing the limitation of traditional music education and embracing the integration of assistive technologies, educators can open new avenues for accessing and comprehending music theory concepts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this video both informative and insightful. Until next time, take care and keep learning.